Hello, sustainable living community. I'm so excited to be here and share with you my offerings for this website. My name is ShaRon Rea, and I am here in sunny, beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona. And I want to invite you to think about sustainable living in a brand new way. So, usually, when we think about sustainable living, we think about the environment, recycling, anything to do with conservation and those types of things. And on the Sustainable Living website, they define sustainable as to support, strengthen, and nourish. Well, in those three words, I want to invite you to think about sustainable parenting of teenagers. That is my specialty. I absolutely adore the teenage years. And I know it's very, very challenging for us parents. I've lived through it, so I know. I've been a life and family coach for about 12 years now, and I'm excited to offer my program here on Sustainable Living Community. Okay, so let's just get started. What does sustainable living have to do with parenting? Well, as you know, when your children are young and little, we parent them in an exciting new way. We're very interested in how they grow, what they do when they first sit up. And then when they become toddlers, we have a little bit of guidance and boundaries we need to give to them. We're mostly telling them where it's safe and where it's not. We're excited about their development. Somewhere along elementary school, we realize, oh my, they're becoming their own person. But you still have the right and the responsibility to help guide them through the world. Now, I want to invite you to think about this in a sustainable way. So when they become teens, and that's about 11, 12, but teens is not an age, it's also an attitude, right? So when they start to become teenagers, they're going through puberty, their brains are developing, they're discovering who they are. And who do they look to the most? You might think it's television, you might think it's music, you might think it's their friends, but actually it's us, the parents. We are the ones that model the behavior that tell our kids, this is how you live in the world. So often we parents don't sustain that relationship, meaning that we nourish and we grow and we change with our teens. That's what I want to invite you to come to this community and discover how to change and be sustainable in your relationship with your teen as you both grow into the next phase of their lives. So I have three modules that I'm working with. One, the first is all about you, parents. What does sustainable living parenting mean to you? Does it mean the same as I do? And if it does, how do you get there? What types of mindsets, what types of tools and techniques are going to help you move through the teen years with grace and peace and purpose? And so what we're going to be talking about and learning that I'm excited for you to do is to put you first. Now that sounds odd for a parenting perspective, doesn't it? But when you put yourself first and really understand what your challenges are, what you're still fearful about, what is in your past, now you get to look out at your teenager and see what they really need from you. You look at them as a separate person from you, not one that you want to control, but one that you want to guide and help sustain and grow their new personality. Because during the teen years, they're trying to figure out who they are. And so the next module is all about how do we talk with them? Did you notice what I said? Talk with them, not to them. When we parent in a sustainable way, it's not a one size fit all, which is probably most of our perspective in previous parenting years. I know it was for my mom. You know, I'm the mom, you're the daughter, and this is what I do. Well, in sustainable parenting, the modern way, the new way to look at your children and guide them is to say, I have a perspective and my job is to keep them safe as a teenager. That's different than when they were little. My job is to help them uncover and discover who they really are. And that is a different mindset. That is where you can look out and say, how do I communicate with this person? Often during the teen years, it's very struggling. Parents want to have one particular way, and the teens might want to have a different way. So in these lessons, I get to help you discover, how do you communicate and how does your teen communicate? This way, when you listen to them and really listen to them, you can understand what they're trying to say to you. And then when you speak, you'll have a greater chance to get your message across. Then the third module is, how do we lift them up and launch them into their new world? Their new world will be different than the world today. So we need to give them and provide to them and ensure that they understand certain skill sets that will help them discover at any time during their future. So what is it like to help your teen become a lifelong learner? To be curious about things, to be compassionate and kind, as well as all the other qualities of reading, writing, and arithmetic. But we're going to be able to do that in a new way. And this is the world, believe it or not. Have you thought about this? This new world is the world all of our teens are going to create. We parents have created this space where they are right now. But moving into their future, it's all about them. So as you launch them up and out of your home, you want to make sure that you provided an environment while they were there for them to practice how to live an independent life, how to be in a community that may be different from theirs, how to have no judgment, just love for everyone, especially themselves. Now, No Judgment, Just Love is a movement, a global movement that I'm the founder of. And it allows people to move beyond the divide of our judgments, to really consciously lead with peace and love in our thoughts and our words and our actions. Thank you so much. Again, my name is ShaRon Rea, and I'm looking forward to you signing up for my class. It's all about sustainable parenting living and how to do that. So as we close, let me say, please join us. Together, we can grow a thriving world for all. Thank you and have a wonderful day.